Okay, I skipped over that one.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
So you don't
but
want to talk about it, or should we
No,
talk
I
about it?
really want to talk about it.
I think we should talk about it.
I enjoy talking about this.
All right,
But
go.
mindful that when this comes out, we're going to be 3 weeks.
Oh, yeah, so there might be a
Post.
solution.
There might be a solution.
Welcome to the Listener Questions episode. Brilliant that was.
Teamwork makes the
That
dream
was
work.
good, wasn't it?
And we have the best team out there.
We do indeed.
The
Listener
best
questions.
team of listeners who have submitted the best questions.
Absolutely.
We've got the best brands, the best bikes, the best, worst hot sauce. And we're here for it.
And we're dressed the best.
Yeah. And it's been a whole week since the last episode.
And
In
what
real
a
time,
week it's
about
been.
half an hour.
What a week it's been.
What a week it's been. A week in sport. Another week in sport.
Another week in the world of sport. Do you feel a certain amount of nervousness when it comes to listener questions or not?
Nah, I like it.
I think
listener
it's
questions.
great.
I did put a thing up, and it's been weeks now since we did it. But I was very much like, we want good ones.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, like we want good ones. Like not just like, would you rather be a chicken or a dog?
Yeah. But
They are good ones.
what would you rather be? In all honesty,
Chicken or a dog? Dog.
I agree. But then I see more sad dogs than I see sad chickens.
But you don't see dog tacos.
Are you sure?
Well, maybe where you go. We don't have them up north.
They eat dog in
You
Philippines.
don't see dog food. You don't see dog food.
Do they eat dog in Korea? Do you know you have to be very careful that is actually correct. You can't go saying places eat dog when they don't. Can we fact check that they eat dog in the Philippines? I mean, I've seen people eat dog in the Philippines, but I don't want to say it and it not be universally regarded.
Gnarly.
Yeah, I mean, it's only gnarly because we do.
I don't think the algorithm's going to like the first part of this. China, South Korea, Philippines.
There you go. They farm them. They farm dogs, right?
We just had Chinese food.
Did you have dog?
I hope not.
You can't buy dog. You can't eat dog in the UK, can you? It's regional delicacy. What's the weirdest thing you've eaten?
Oh, great question. Weirdest thing I've eaten.
You have dogs
You've had
eaten
what? Arseholes?
from a chicken.
Arseholes?
From a chicken. It's actually Taiwan chicken. It's actually called a vent. It's actually a combi on a chicken.
Yeah.
We're both chicken experts, so
Yeah.
yeah.
You get some new chickens.
No, not arrived yet. We had one ill one.
Chicks.
George bought it inside, couldn't even stand up. Bought it inside and she's treated it and now it's back out in the wild. Round of applause.
Well done, G. Panchard.
She made it.
G.
She made
Pancho.
it good. She made it.
And that's what
Incredible.
vets do.
That is
And
what
that's
vets
why they
do.
get paid the big bucks.
There you go. Exactly, yeah.
So going back to my original thing.
I can't remember what it was.
Dog.
Dog.
Rather be a dog.
You'd rather be a dog. And I think I'd still rather be a chicken.
Yeah, you give off chicken vibes.
Yeah. No, dogs, of course. Of course. Nothing. A dog with zoomies is the best, isn't it?
It is.
That wasn't
the
even
best.
a question. Why did we even get there?
I don't know. I feel like it's been a long day. And we're only just at the start of this episode. And it is only going to get better. Oh, what I was saying is, I put up a listener questions thing and asked for like real good ones.
Yeah, not chicken or dog.
Not
That
chicken
was
or
it.
dog.
There you go.
Because I listened to a Chris Williamson episode, a Modern Wisdom episode recently. And he did like a listener questions one. And all his listener questions were so like deep and insightful and just like...
Were they?
Yeah, talking about life and the universe.
What does that say about us?
Yeah.
Honestly.
No one's
I don't think
asking
it says anything about our listeners. It just says it about us.
We got they're not they're like probably have all these deep
Definitely.
insightful,
They
but
just think
there's no
these two,
point.
Just do chicken or dog ones.
Yeah, might as well just shout it outside.
Yeah.
No
Just do chicken or dog ones that they're the ones that they're gonna like. Which arguably we've managed to stretch it out this far, haven't we? Chicken or dog.
Years, bro.
Chicken versus dog. Do you reckon there's a chicken out there that could beat a dog?
What in a fight?
Because I've seen some
shit dogs.
I've seen some fighting cocks before. No, I have. Wait, let me rephrase the question.
You want to use
seen some
NordVPN
fighting
for that for that website, bro?
I've seen some fighting cocks in my time.
I
I
bet.
actually have, and they actually do. Like I think they put steroids in them.
Yeah, they put steroids in
This
most
is
of the chickens.
Yeah, no, but like the fighting cocks are gnarly, and they have metal. They have like spurs on,
It's horrible.
and they fight.
But there's fighting dogs.
True.
Call them dog fights.
Yeah. Does that still go on? Dog fights?
Probably, yeah.
Oh, that's sad, isn't it? Wasn't there an
Really
NFL
sad.
player that got done for having loads of...
Really?
I could have made that up as well. I think so. I think there was an NFL player that had a fight, like he bred fighting dogs for fighting.
So sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't know.
There you go.
Don't know.
Who knows? Maybe. If you know who it is,
Absolutely.
comment below.
Yeah, maybe we're shaping what this episode's really going to be like. We're revealing that the level of nonsense.
We've done some bangers recently, bro. Like last week's one about
dude, we can chill.
Cerebio.
Yeah, we
so
can chill.
good.
Yeah, it's true.
Should we do some listener questions?
I've got the first one.
Okay. Oh, you're in.
Yeah.
Okay, I've not looked at these. So
Fitness Pro 247 is a top elite rider less fearful than one that isn't.
Is a top elite rider less fearful than one that isn't?
It's a great question.
It's a great question. I bet there is an element of fear in there.
I mean, I would say they're not less fearful. They're just fear different things.
Yeah.
Like a race run would still be scary, I would imagine, for, you're right on the edge. Just your skill levels, it's not fear. It's different, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just not fear. It's so calculated.
Yeah. I feel like if you're fearful, you're probably doing something wrong.
You don't know what you're doing, do you?
Yeah.
Fear is a different thing, yeah.
When was the last time you were scared?
Quite recently, I'll be honest. I'm probably doing it
Just
wrong.
before we hit record on this.
Yeah, but it's a weird sort of... But then, like, my fear is not the same as what it was when I was a kid. It's like, my fear is fear of miscalculating. So it means it's super calculated.
Yeah.
My fear is of, miscalculation, yeah. It's weird. Or it's like fear of a crash. Like the crash that you're imagining. You imagine all the crashes and then you're like, wouldn't want to do that one.
There you go.
Or it's fear of like a circumstance, like, I wouldn't want to be knocked out here.
But while you're actually in the thing, it's not just an irrational...
Yeah.
You actually... What I mean is
I don't think it's fear. I'm not
you're
scared.
actually behind the bars. You're actually doing the thing. You don't just have that...
Are you often scared riding? I'm not.
No, I wouldn't say scared that often.
I'm rarely scared. Even if I'm trying something, I'm not like... It's not scared. It's like exhilarating. But I don't say it's fear. I don't know. God, see, there you go. Really good question. I would say a pro rider is likely to be not fearful, because if you think of how many bad situations they've been in, it's likely to be. It's not fear. You fear the unknown. I don't feel like there's as much unknown.
So they're quite confident in their ability. It's not fear.
Yeah.
Is it?
Because fear is just like blanket, isn't it? It's like, God, I'm up here and I don't know what's going to happen.
Might die.
You've pretty much done every crash that you're going to do as a pro rider, I reckon. So.
Yeah, I reckon. There you go.
I think we answered that well, didn't we?
Okay. All right. Don't know if we can do this one, but we'll do it anyway. Sam.S. Any knowledge on the Deathgrip 2 launch? Would be sick to get a TRC viewing party at a cinema.
That would be cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be cool.
Yeah, we should do that. That would be cool. Well, we'll have to talk.
Oh God.
We'll have to talk to the bosses. We'll have to talk to the bosses.
Hey, they're coming up on an episode soon.
They are indeed. We'll talk to them then.
Talk to them then.
Siegs, Clay, Bren.
We'll get a deal. We'll all chip in. See if we can pay it.
Should we try?
See if we can buy it.
We'll do like some like local cinema, tiny one.
Yeah. It would be good, eh?
Yeah, it would be quite fun, yeah.
Yeah, with a ride. Maybe a little London cinema. No, not London.
A little London cinema.
Doesn't exist.
No.
Midlands.
Yeah, Midlands one. What's a really remote cinema we could do? We could probably afford one on the Isle of Wight. Let's move on.
Okay, I'll do this one.
Yeah, done.
I don't know why I jumped at that.
No, because you saw I was realising it was my turn.
It's not like I want to do it, but we will do it. When's the Lovelair merch back in stock? I need. Jungle George, MTV. So at this moment, we don't know, but maybe there will be merch soon.
Yeah, I've done that design ages ago. We should just get it done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, cool.
And the one that I sent, that.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
That one.
Oh, there might be,
that could be sick.
Cool.
Could be sick. Cool. We discussed it earlier with
we can't really talk about it yet.
Yeah.
But we will do more merch.
God, this is the worst.
I guess we've had like mixed success with merch, haven't we?
Yeah.
Hats dragged out a bit, didn't they?
Very fair. Mixed success with merch. Hats really sticky.
We still got any?
Couple. None. See the
Now get your springtime beanies
mate,
available now.
beanies are good. All gone.
Didn't mean beanies.
No beanies. Companionship bicycle club hats. All gone.
Just the TRC. TRC ones are sick.
TRC ones are sick. The race companion, the ride companion, the real cap.
The real cap.
The real cap.
Tyrannosaurus spelt wrong.
Yeah, cycle.
Hey,
Yeah.
I didn't realise that was going to turn the cap. The merch question was going to turn into a really bad advert for a cap that we're struggling to sell. So that's good.
Please buy a hat.
So that's really good. Yeah, we'll do merch. We'll do merch.
We'll do merch. All right. I'll skip the ones now that we can't talk about.
K-Dog 91. What's the scariest thought you've had? I think you're a good person to ask that. I reckon you've had some scary thoughts.
What, like? Okay. Scariest.
Honestly, what would be your scariest thought?
I only have really like one that I can like. I think. Here we go. We're changing gears, but I think the thought of you dying is a big scary thought. Talk about not being scared, like you said, like when you relate that back to being behind the bars and biking and whatever, that's not scared. When you think this is it now.
Okay, so you thought you were going to die
Scary
at some
thought.
moments.
Yeah.
Fair
the
enough.
Loch Ness moment for me was the scariest thought I've had. But
So how long were you in there for that thought to come in?
I was in there in total 50-ish minutes, 52 I think, they reckon. But I reckon at about
And you couldn't
30.
see any mates.
30. No mates. Couldn't see any mates. Was on my back.
And
Couldn't
it's freezing.
Couldn't swim because got cramp. And then just thinking, see, it's like when I guess it is in theory a scary thought, but at the time it wasn't scary.
What was it? Foggy? Was it?
No, it was just that
I love how I turn it into like a Hollywood movie.
Yeah.
There's like mist floating along the thing. And
this weird soundtrack.
No, what was it like? It was raining.
No, I don't think it was raining even. I think it was more that it was... so like when you're in the water, you'll know this from your surfing experience. When you're in the water and you're just bobbing and there's like even little waves, you can't see over them.
Dude, you can't see over it, yeah.
So that's what it is.
Especially not with this swell.
Especially not with the swells.
Yeah.
Especially the 9-foot waves.
Yeah.
But even the little ones, like you can't see. So for me,
Okay.
I was on my back as well. I just couldn't see. So yeah, as far as scariest
You
thought,
couldn't hear anyone. Could you hear people?
not that I can remember. I think things really like get misty around nearly dying.
So what happened then?
You know what I mean? What do you mean?
Well, so explain through it again.
Okay.
I've heard the story lots of times, but
probably a lot of people listening might have too.
At what point did you? Yeah, absolutely. So, at what point did you think you were going to die?
I think I've been in the water
Yeah.
for I'd say 25, 30 minutes.
Okay, so before then, so at what point did you think,
that's a good
this
point,
is
actually.
normal and this is funny? You know what I mean? Like, talk me
That
through.
wasn't the so for anyone who doesn't know, there's a whole podcast about this called what do we call it? Prepare for the worst or something like that. Yeah. Anyway, I can't remember what it's called. It was a long time ago. So I was on a canoe trip with some friends. Canoe overturned in the middle of Loch Ness, like quite literally at the middle point, worst point. So went in the water. You obviously can't overturn a canoe because it's full of water, and it was extremely cold. Loch Ness never goes above 6 degrees. Apparently, it's always between 5 and 6 because it's so deep. Yeah,
Right.
so instantly freezing cold. I think the bit that was most scary for me is put a life vest on for the first time in this whole trip, which is crazy. Put the life vest on, and I didn't know if I'd put it under the groin bit because the life vest goes underneath and then back out the top. So I held it, I grabbed it thinking that it was going to go. So then every time I just let my grip off a little bit, I felt like I was going to lose it. So I held it. So obviously I couldn't swim properly because I couldn't use my arms.
And so what happened to your friends then at this point?
So yeah, I remember. So at first we were just like treading water. We were shouting for help. We were like, there was boats, tourist boats passing and stuff like that, but no one could see us or no one saw us. So, and then we were like, right, we're going to have to start swimming for safety. So it's about a kilometre to the middle. It's about 2 kilometers wide. So it's about a kilometer swim. I've not swam a kilometer in my entire life, so already knew this is going to be tough. This is going to be a bumpy ride. But obviously, because I couldn't let go of my life vest thing, I just got on my back and started to kick. And then every now and again, I remember just like turning around and looking and just being like, I'm in exactly the same spot. And I've been kicking for like 5 minutes. But then because of the cold, and I had no like waterproof stuff on, or not that it mattered, or wetsuit, nothing, just a pair of jeans and a hoodie. Yeah. And then, I guess when you get that cold, things start shutting down. So I remember my groin seized first. Like I just couldn't move my legs at all.
No.
I just couldn't move them. Like I was trying to kick and they were just like, I was kicking through the pain.
That's like a bad dream, man.
Yeah, but like
not being able
to,
like
the worst cramp when you calf cramps and you're just like that, but like all body.
Yeah.
And like whenever you moved, it was just agony. And then, I remember just kept looking. I did get a little bit closer at one point. I remember being like, it's all really like, it's so gnarly, all kind of blurry. But I remember I never saw if my friends got safe because I just didn't. We set off swimming and then they just went and I didn't. And then I remember hearing a helicopter. And then...
So they had reached the edge. Cool one.
No. Do you know the story about how we got found? It's the most insane story.
I must admit, I've heard it.
Yeah.
I've heard it and I just can't remember.
So there was a family on the side of Loch Ness who parked up in a camper van. It was 3 generations of family, like dad, a granddad, daughter, and her daughter. And the day before, the granddad had bought a new set of binoculars, and he was literally testing them on Loch Ness. He was looking through them and saw us.
Wow, that's so cool.
Yeah, it's like a movie.
Yeah, isn't
it? So he
it?
alerted the rescue services, and the reason that they didn't get to us is because they went to the wrong side of the loch. So the ambulance did set off. Obviously, it's a long way from anything anyway. So, but they couldn't find where we were because they'd gone to the opposite side. And then, I guess somehow the air ambulance got called.
Wow.
And then I remember hearing it. I remember vaguely the guy landing in the water in front of me and then clicking me on it and then going and then woke up in hospital.
Wow, there you go.
Yeah.
So you did think you were going to die.
Yeah. Oh, mate. Yeah. Like, I thought
for a while.
But it was like a bliss. It was a nice thing. It wasn't scary. I remember, told this story again a few times, but like laughing really loud. And I had this song playing in my head. And I always forget the name of the song, but basically the lyrics are "Don't die today." I just don't. And I remember shouting it and singing it. Don't die. I was just doing that.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, just laughing. I was just like, fuck, as if this is how you go out.
Yeah.
There you go.
Wild. Great. Hey,
what about yours? Or should we move on?
No, I was worried my head was a bit big. I was just scared that my
in utero
head was too big.
Where?
For my body.
Where were you?
In childhood. No, I'm joking. I don't know what the scariest thought I've had was. Just anything I say is going to seem lame now, isn't it? Don't know. I guess like I always think I always have those like intrusive thoughts. You know, when you're on the edge of the train platform.
Oh, really?
And just imagine it's not like
what just.
No, like what it would feel like and stuff like that. I find those thoughts scary. Then by no means am I going to do it, but like I have that like imagine if sort of thing. Like driving along, like what would happen if I just fucking into the central reservation, or if like it's more of like a physics thing though. Okay. It's like what would happen? Yeah, what would happen? It's not like it's not like I'm exploring the thought of actually doing it. It's like But I find those quite scary because they're not madness, but they're like a form of. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like a consequence thing. That's what it is. It's like imagine if the window blew open on the plane. Like what would happen?
What would happen?
Yeah, but they're not really scary.
Thinking about stuff like that? Are you always like
loads?
I wonder what?
Yeah, loads.
Interesting.
But I think that's just imagination, isn't it?
Yeah,
I've definitely got imagination, but
Or psychopath.
Could be. But no, but surely you've thought of it. When like a train goes through a platform, it's not because you're thinking about doing it, but it's just like,
I wonder
my gosh, that train is moving so fast. Like,
yeah.
It's like, I've talked to someone before, it's like called intrusive thoughts, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I don't find them intrusive, I just find them
what
interesting. They're not like dark even, they're just like,
That's good.
Not really, is it?
No.
But they're probably the scariest because they're like, I feel like they sound like they're one step away from madness. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they're not. But like they're like, whoa.
Maybe
your brain is thinking of these like crazy things.
Goes too far with it. What if? And they're like, actually, what if?
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think it's linked to that. But like, what if is quite weird, isn't it? Yeah. It can be anyway. Yeah. Because you can spook yourself out. Like definitely, you can spook yourself out. I have before.
What?
I used to run in the mornings and I used to like imagine like bad stuff around me, and then I can make the run really scary.
Yeah,
but it's just imagination.
Creative energy.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go.
There you go. You doing the next one to the right?
Not doing that one. Not doing that one. Holy. No, we can't throw him under the bus, poor guy.
All right, this is a good one.
Go on.
Because, who are you both? Question mark. This is from AJG Ibs 77. Who are you both?
AJ Gibbs.
What is your riding credentials? Love the pod.
Oh, thanks,
Can't
AJ. Nice one,
if you
dude.
don't know who we are, but okay.
Thanks, AJ.
All
nice
good.
one.
So,
cheers, dude.
So who are you?
My name's Olly Wilkins. I'm. What are my riding credentials?
Oh, mate, so
big fan.
How long we got
of biking?
Okay.
Cycling enthusiast.
There you go. That's such a weird question,
dude. I don't know what you'd even say to it. I don't know. Who am I? I don't even know. I don't know. Couldn't summarize it like I was on like a dating show or something. Who am I? No clue. You, please. Just take the reins, dog. Just gonna have a drink. I'm quite tired.
I hate you. Yeah, I don't know. Who am I? Oh, fuck.
Who are you?
My name's Davey, and like,
where are you from?
I don't
Davey?
like this using both names. I'm from planet Earth, mate. I'm just a part of Earth.
Dude, that's
and
nice.
that's all
that
I am.
Nice.
That's all I am. I'm just
that is nice.
Thing on this earth, and I just like pedaling bikes sometimes.
Can you read the next question?
What is it to the left?
It's down and to the left. I don't think we can read that one. Okay, Terry Two Wheels. How many times have you nearly gave up biking? And if you did, do you regret it?
Great question, Terry. Two Wheels, and the answer will surprise you.
Ooh.
But first, let's go to this break. Ollie, mate, it's the ads. What are you doing?
Oh, I didn't think I'd have to stop. It's so quiet.
I know you've been riding a lot and you're really trying to focus on recovery, but you can't always be recovering, can you?
I can if I sponsor this COMPEX and you got the Fix 2.0 and I'm making my legs feel better.
Oh, mate.
Honestly, this thing is incredible. It's been helping me out loads. I've been riding a lot, and this thing, I get home and I just use it for recovery. You can use it for before as well, though, right?
You can, mate. Yeah, the COMPEX Fix 2.0 Master helps warm up muscles before a workout.
Oh, nice.
And relieve stiffness after a hard session, okay?
That's what
That's
what
you're
using it for. Yeah, I've just finished a hard session, so.
Yeah, it has 5. Ollie.
Yeah.
It's my favourite tool as well, all right? The COMPEX Fix 2.0 massager helps warm up muscles before a workout and relieve stiffness after a hard session.
Yeah.
Okay, it's got 5 powerful intensity settings.
Oh, yeah, it has. That's done with this dial here.
That's done with a dial.
Really good, yeah.
Paired with a high stall force will give the intense pressure needed to help relieve the toughest spots safely and comfortably.
Hey, I want to point out that the stall force thing is really important because when you're pushing down hard, really getting in those difficult points,
nooks and crannies,
it's not stalling. And some of the other ones, I'll be honest, not only did I buy them off Amazon, they stalled and then they set my house on fire. Oh. So you don't want that.
No, mate, you don't want that at all. It also comes with 5 interchangeable tips.
Yep.
Okay, and a rotating arm helps tailor your massage specific to the needs of different muscle groups. Okay. Yep. It has a removable and rechargeable batteries, a compact design, and a quiet motor help provide relief anywhere and everywhere. Okay, so you can bring your inner pro with a Fix 2.0 massage
That rhymed.
gun. It did rhyme.
Just saying that rhymed.
It did. It did rhyme. But yeah, honestly, dude, real life experiences. I use mine all the time. Post ride, pre ride. I just love using the COMPEX Fix 2.0.
Do you know what I found the other day? I was at my physio. Everything he had was COMPEX. I really liked that.
Mate, yeah.
It's really good.
Chosen by professionals.
Yeah.
And they do loads of other stuff too. So check out compex.com. All right. You can look through all of the different recovery tools. They've got
muscle stims. I've been using the muscle stims.
Yeah, they got the core belt.
Good.
They got, this ankle protection. You need some of that.
Need it.
Wrist protection. Maybe need some of that.
I do now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Loads of stuff.
I'm going to get COMPEXed up, dude.
COMPEXed up.
Hey, do we have anything to offer to our companionship? Because I do like it when we finish ads on an offer.
Yeah, we got to finish on. Hey, it's a big offer too, mate.
Is it?
Yeah. So if you head to compex.com, enter the promo code The Ride Companion.
Okay.
What is it?
The Ride Companion.
All in caps.
Okay, nice. I was about to ask.
We're going to knock off a whopping 20% off.
20%?
20% off. Now, if that's not a deal to get you recovered, ready to ride through spring, then I don't know.
Hey, you
Can't
might
do any better.
You might get 20% off, but you're going to be 100% satisfied with the product, let me tell you.
Oh, and on that note,
that was nice.
Thank you, COMPEX.
Thanks, COMPEX. We're back in. What was the question before? Can we repeat it?
Yeah, sure,
remember.
mate.
Yeah.
I mean,
how many times you nearly gave up biking? And if you did, do you regret it? From Tyre 2 Wheels.
great question. Want to go first or shall I go first?
I'll go first. I've never really nearly given up biking. I've been told I'm not going to ride again after injury. And I've probably got slightly over watching biking and not doing it whilst being injured. But then I've been injured a lot, so it's probably quite normal. How about you?
The only time I've ever thought about giving up was when I didn't ride for a few years due to just starting a business in the bike industry. And that is a thing that can often get people. You turn your hobby into a job and then you don't want to do the hobby because it's a job at the weekends. Which is what it used to be a lot for me. So that's the only time really. And I did give up. I did quit for a while. I mean,
as in just didn't ride?
Didn't even have a bike, like nothing. Just would do my job on the road, talking about bike stuff, in and out of bike shops, and no interest.
What did you do?
At all. Did a lot of CrossFit.
CrossFit?
Yeah. Did a lot of CrossFit. Did a lot of more work. Started a podcast.
Yeah.
In that period of not even riding.
Wow, that's wild.
Still loved it, but never... I don't know, I can talk myself out of things like sometimes. This is a weird thing sometimes, I think, with my personality, is I can... Ages ago, you were talking about, you put the ceilings on things, right? And you really stuck with me. We've spoke about it a lot before, but like, you convince yourself that you don't like something. And I did that pretty heavy. I think I convinced myself I didn't like riding because at that point I was struggling to afford a bike. Like buying a bike wasn't... I'd started this company. All of my money and energy was going into it to keep it just even afloat without making money. So the idea of buying a bike was like too difficult. So I just convinced myself that I didn't want to.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And then just really like probably a year before lockdown, that's when I started riding again properly. And it was because I got lent a bike. And I was like, actually, I do love this.
Yeah,
and I gave myself like the permission to like it.
Yeah, funny. Power of the mind.
Yeah, strange.
That's wild.
But yeah, I wouldn't say...
You just did CrossFit?
I just did a lot of CrossFit and a lot of running and... I can't remember. Other stuff.
I can't imagine not doing it, but I would just fill it with something else, no doubt.
Which is what I did. I just filled it with something else.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
I just went ham on that instead. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
There you go.
If that listed question comes because they're worried about it themselves.
Nice. Yeah.
What advice would you give as someone who has
Interesting. Make it fun. This is something as well that I think, especially recently, I've probably gone through, and it's like feeling like you have to do it because it's what we do with this, and like, you feel like, oh yeah, I have to ride my bike. If you're not feeling it, you don't have to, but also be okay with that and do the the fun bit that you like doing. Like sometimes I don't want to go for a massive loop. I don't want to go and do a 20-mile ride. I want to play on a corner.
Yeah.
For an hour, and that's okay.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
I think that's the advice. Like, is it the type of riding that you're not liking?
Yeah.
And if it is, just find what you enjoy doing. Hang out with a different crew. Go ride, like make it fun again. Go hit some jumps for a day.
I mean, there's enough different
Go bike park.
iterations of biking, isn't there?
Yeah.
You don't have to do the same thing. I
Yeah.
don't think anyone's really stuck. You can just pedal around on flat and focus on keeping your heart rate high or your legs spinning, or you could just do manuals in a car park.
Yeah.
And
just
like
go
the
find a hill and just bomb it. It's like the
both
best
of those are
feeling
so
ever.
different. Yeah, yeah.
So
variety. There you go.
Well,
I think that's good advice, Davey. I like it.
Thanks. You're welcome. Speaking of
nice one,
advice, at Deaconator1, when's Olly's G-Wagon making a return?
Dude, I've got to get these peas. I've got to get these peas, and then I can afford to bring the G back. The G's currently sat on the drive. It gets me down a bit. My house is quite like damp, so it's got like moss growing on it. It makes me sad. I love the G. I'm going to get it back to its former glory.
Like an identity thing, isn't it, for you?
Yeah, kind of. And I just really like it.
Yeah.
I really do like it. I'd have my old cars in a vacuum. You know, if no one was about, it's not like yeah. But hopefully it will. There's a bloke called Diesel Pump UK on YouTube, and he does it's like an old Mercedes motor conversion for G-Wagons. He's got the whole kit. You can buy an engine, a crate engine.
Really?
It's big horsepower, and it's like an engine. It's OM606. It's like a Mercedes diesel engine.
Okay.
Diesel Pump UK. That's what I said, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's really modifiable. It's like the do you know the 2JZ engine?
Nah.
Well, anyway, you can stick like turbos. You could stick a turbo on this and like ramp it up to crazy horsepower. Oh, right. And I'd love to do that. I'd love to have it just like
G, yeah.
ratty, but with sick new old engine in it.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Great answer. I'm looking forward to seeing the G come back.
But it's a lot of money
Buy
that
some
I don't
merch.
have. So
You need some peas.
I need some peas, dude. Go get that Skrilla. Go get that cheddar.
Plenty of hats
The
in
Gouda.
stock.
The halloumi.
Sendra_bikes. If you could spend a day in the life of any pro mountain biker, who would it be? Is that what it says?
Yeah.
Ah.
Who would you like to? I know my answer.
Do you?
Yeah.
Please go.
Well, it would have to be Jackson, because I'd love to know, because Jackson is the chosen one because he can do everything. You could take him to the jumps, he can pull up, or he can do loads of tricks. You know, like it would be Cade or him, but Jackson is on his day the fastest in the world. That's insane. I'd like to know what that feels like and try and save. You know, like on the crappy old calculators, they had M1, M2.
Yeah.
The memory.
Yeah.
I would save that function. So I would get to ride like him for a day. Wait, does this question include that you get their skills?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, you just get to be them for the day.
Yeah, I want to have his skills. I'm not interested in driving around in cars and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, is that what do you reckon the question means?
I think you could just be him for the day. So you'd go and experience all the
But I
different
wouldn't
types
be
of
me
biking.
doing the same crappy cornering, would I? I want to corner like Jackson Goldstone,
feel
dude.
it. You wanna really
I want to
feel it.
feel it. I want to see what that corner speed feels
Yeah.
like. And then equally, I could enjoy pulling up down the trails, which I enjoy doing, and he's realistically better at it than me. And he's got all of the tricks that people forget. He can do everything. He's a very impressive young man, isn't he?
He is a very impressive young man.
Poor thing's got big knee surgery on. I'm gutted for him. I was looking forward to this season. Same for Cade. My two choices, both out.
Both knees.
Both knees.
Mate.
Do you see what I mean, though? I've chosen ones that are like two things that are a lot better than me. Because these are two separate things.
Okay.
If you chose Semenuk,
Yeah.
it's not like you'd really get to see what it's like to go at that pace.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the pace is what I want to know what it feels like.
Yeah, that's a great
As
answer.
well as the other things.
It's a great answer.
Thanks, man. Thought about it.
No, it's
When
really
I think,
good
sometimes
answer.
it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really
What about
like
you?
it. Mate, I'm struggling with this answer, I'll be honest with you. I'm really struggling. There is an answer, but I don't know if it's gone what. You think you know someone I want to be?
No, I just think someone like the next on my list would be Emil. Because I think it's a different way of looking at biking. It's just like
Yeah.
I don't know what it must be like to be that dialed at something. So it's just like, he's like working out problems.
Yeah. Diddly, diddly, diddly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that would be interesting to know what that feels like.
It would. You know who I'm going to choose?
Go on.
And it's a bit left field, but I'll go for it. But I'm going to go with Jackson Riddle.
Oh, I thought you were going to go with a girl and it was going to be a creepy reason. Jackson Riddle, talk to me. Why? Do we have to bleep that bit out now?
No. Because I think whenever, I don't watch Jackson Riddle ride that often. I don't know where you do watch Jackson Riddle ride that
Virgin.
often. Yeah,
Utah.
you have to go, yeah. So when
Red
I've
Dirt.
watched him ride...
You must have seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I've watched him in Rampage,
Yeah.
which is the time I watch him.
Yeah. He's influenced you, dude.
Yeah.
Look at the glasses. They're on the table,
yeah,
dude.
but like the moto style that he's brought, really sick.
Yeah.
The tricks that he's always done. I wish I could do a few saran wraps, like old school moto tricks.
Nice, man. Yeah.
Just a few big whips, like nice whips.
Got nice whips.
And I'm happy on that. I'd be happy with that.
Mate, and also he
And
kind
he's
of lives a
younger,
cool
and I want
life.
to feel I want to know what it feels like. Like I want to...
Virile.
Yeah. I want to... You know what I mean? I want to feel what that actually feels like now.
Yeah.
I want to get up and not hurt.
Yeah, I'm with you, dude.
I bet he didn't have sore knees. He probably does.
I don't know. Some of those Supermen are quite extended, aren't they?
Yeah, maybe. Exactly.
Maybe he's got sore knees.
Yeah. I want to...
I hope not.
I hope not.
That's a good answer. I think that's a good answer. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. I really enjoyed that, thinking about it.
That was a good one. These are the questions we need.
Yeah.
Like this, all right? Let's find some more like that. Those are good ones.
That's a weird thought, just being able to do it, because the thing is, the information isn't there for me to imagine it. Like, I cannot imagine what it's like to corner like Jackson.
No.
I've tried to corner as fast as I
Mate,
can nearly all my life.
Is you are so unbelievably good at biking. You all right?
No.
What was
I
that?
don't agree.
Yeah.
Look at how good Jackson is. Like the difference is, it must... I don't know. I've tried for so long to be that good, and I can't think outside of my brain. So even imagining what it's like to hit a turn like that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't imagine it.
No, you can't.
I can't imagine a flip bar spin.
You're a lot closer though.
I've done a flip. I've done a bar spin. I can't imagine a flip bar spin. Really?
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Or not?
It's tough. It's difficult.
So you can imagine a saran wrap.
Yeah.
Stick the glasses on you there, dog.
Give me that old school race
They're like
jersey,
the
bro.
Apple
Let's
Vision.
go.
Those things like Apple Vision for you. You just stick them on, you're just saran wrapping everything, dude. Your car steering wheel, you get in, you just quickly...
Saran wrapping. Let's go. Okay. It's your turn.
Andrew Baum.
Great one.
You have to remove a part/component from your bike, yet still do a day's riding. What is it and why? 3, 2, 1, saddle. No.
I knew it. Okay. Well, look. Okay, for our audio listeners, we're looking at the new VAM Squared. Now,
That's
what
right.
could we take off this bike and still go for a day's riding?
Right. Currently, it's sat there with no pedals on.
Yeah.
Already, job's fucked.
Need them.
It's quite difficult.
I know what I'm taking off, and I'm still gonna have a great day's biking.
What? Chain device?
Front brake.
Yeah. Someone at Cerro Bio in Guanajuato had no front brake, and I just couldn't imagine riding down those steps with no front brake.
I wouldn't go racing that, or I wouldn't ride much stuff. But
you're right, though.
If it's
You
just
could.
for a
You
day
had
and
to.
we get it
Yeah.
back on, I'd go ride some dirt jumps on
Yeah,
it.
okay. What about that little mud flap? Because I don't know if you noticed that
That's not a component, is it?
What's the definition of component? Have I found a loophole? Larry loophole strikes again.
Reflector.
Dude, we're doing it now, aren't
Valve
we?
cap.
We're doing it.
I don't know.
Valve cap for sure.
Valve cap.
Who runs a valve cap, man? I don't personally.
Do you not?
Nah, I'm ledge, aren't I?
Yeah, you are
You've
ledge,
got
mate. You're a ledge,
Yeah, man. I remember people at school running like the dice ones.
Yeah.
That's a weakness, brother. That's
You
like
think?
dice valve cap. Someone's going to steal it and extort money from you.
True.
Get rid of them. No one can steal it.
First thing you could buy for your bike when you were a kid, though. Super excited. Going into Halfords.
Scullington ones.
Yeah, school ones. Yeah, going to Halfords. Give me those dice.
Yeah, get those dice on there.
Got £2 to spend, and I'm not afraid to spend it.
So what is the definition of a component? I guess really,
Sticker?
honestly, you found the only one, haven't you?
Seat clamp.
Seat clamp would be annoying, man. It'd be like being on an office stool.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that's...
So a component.
Comment below, please, if you've got a better one.
Yeah. I reckon
Grips.
we've exhausted that. Yeah, well, I'd rather ride without grips than those ones, that's for sure. Not death grips, are they? They're fine. All right, they're fine.
Yeah, they're fine. Hey, if you buy a bike, you can use €400 to buy something better.
True.
Okay, typical park rat. Great Instagram handle. How has the growth of the podcast affected yourselves in day-to-day life, if at all? Great question. The sort of questions that I'm here for.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
Ones that you have to really think about day-to-day life. All right. Do you want to take it?
Sure. I think, honestly, I've always felt quite curious. So for me, the podcast is great because I'd have these conversations, whether it was with you or with someone else. I'd have them anyway, I think. I think a podcast is great because it's like you can just talk about things that you've been thinking about.
True.
Like I did, do you know what I feel like I did earlier with my girlfriend? I feel like I did a podcast. We were just talking about like weird things. Like we were driving along. I was driving her to the airport and we were talking about who decides where to put the slow writing on the road. And you're like, that sounds like a stupid conversation, but that's literally a podcast. Like,
it's quite interesting.
It pretty much is.
Yeah.
They don't just put them anywhere.
No.
They put them somewhere for a reason. What's the reason? How do they find out the reason?
Interesting. Yeah, great.
You know the arrows on corners? They put them there. Either it's an angle of corner, or it's a number of accidents. I think the yellow boxes are from there has to be a number of accidents within a time frame, and then the council will put up like these signs. We were talking about that, and I was just thinking, shit, this is like podcast subject sort of thing.
Yeah.
What we're doing now, isn't it? It's just being curious about stuff and like,
yeah,
I don't know,
and having an outlet.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Talk about it.
Yeah.
Other people might find it interesting.
There you go. There you go.
Great, good answer. For me, I mean, we could get really deep, but I'll not.
Mate, why wouldn't you? We've already been to the bottom of the Loch Ness.
Nearly. My shoes are still down there. Quite annoying. Brand new as well. Etnies ones. Really nice. Yeah, Scouts, mate. Well. Blue ones. Sick.
You got new shoes now, though, haven't you?
Don't tell everyone.
How annoying is that when you have a new T-shirt and someone goes, "Oh, new T-shirt." Like, fuck off! Now I've had it for ages. Oh, cut your hair. Ages ago. No, just me.
No. Yeah, a bit. I mean, it's changed. Like, wow. I mean, for me, it's changed a lot. In day-to-day life, it's changed a lot. It's changed everything. Like, my job is my dream job, and that's how it's changed. Like, I do something every day that I absolutely love. Like, it's not even a job. And that's how it's changed. And I think, we're all in this room. We all enjoy doing what we do. Maybe not this for these guys, but this is just like, means to an end. But it's like, it's not listening. It's just the stone face. Made it so worse. It didn't. The fact he didn't even look up made it worse.
Doug's just got headphones on. He's just absolutely sick of it.
So true. But I mean, to say, how has it affected your day-to-day life? It's affected mine no end because I actually do the thing that I've always wanted to do.
That's cool.
So yeah, there you go.
Wicked answer.
Oh,
that was good.
Thank you. It's your choice.
Yeah, Dennis Pike Photo asked, who are the most naturally gifted riders versus who are the riders that just work the hardest?
Great.
It's a really interesting question, I think.
Yeah, it is. It is, especially let's just take the downhill field for now, right? They're all naturally gifted. No? They're all...
I've always hated gifted.
Yeah, I don't like gifted either.
Because it literally is just like, there you go, it's given to you, and it's so awful.
Yeah,
and like,
I hate the word gifted
and
as well.
also, no one that... Like, what I always think is there's no free lunches. Everyone's worked so hard. And like everyone that does well is one of the people that gets there the earliest and leaves the last. And then gifted just takes away from it a bit for me. But I do know what the question means. I do understand it, but I'm very reluctant to say any names. You know what I mean?
There are some people that are relying on a natural talent. There's a few that rely on it, that know that they'll always be in the pointy end, I think, without much effort or work. I don't know, mate. I don't know saying it.
I don't know, because
You know
Brendan would be in the category of gifted. That's what people always have said. But then I know he's not really like, he's done it for over and over again. He works so hard, and like weird stuff as well. Like, I remember we used to set up a ramp and then we'd put a can down and then you'd have to spin and land on the can and we'd do it for hours in his garden.
Yeah.
That's not really gifted. That's not like it happened
Did
first time. You have to do it over and over. Like,
did you see the Seminut clip from the Gypsy Tales episode that they did? It's amazing. Chaos that shared it the other day, and basically what he's saying is that people always say to him, "You're amazing on a bike. You're so gifted. You're naturally talented," and he's like, "No, I've just done it all the time.
Yeah,
forever.
There you go.
All I've done,
well,
is that."
I tell you what, head to that podcast. Don't listen to us talking about this. You got Seminuk right there telling you what gifted means.
It's really good.
Doing it loads.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Mate, I don't know. But
well,
it's
no,
like,
I think that's...
I don't know if it's different in like the moto side, motocross side, because, again, Jace with his podcast talked to some riders, and Davey Millsaps was on recently. Super interesting dude. Davey Millsaps, especially through let's say 03 through to 07, probably a bit later, was in the pointy end and openly admits to never trained. But done so much work throughout the earlier part of his career.
Yeah, I guess it's just like what is...
But then you...
Train, what does train mean?
Yeah.
Probably road loads.
Yeah.
Maybe he didn't need to worry about arm pump or leg pump because his technique was so good.
So interesting.
Like, it's so multifaceted, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who do you think trains the hardest in downhill?
Preston Williams said he did.
Yeah,
he was
so
on
true.
the podcast.
Yeah.
He said he did. I don't know.
Yeah. Who knows?
I don't know. I feel like interestingly, we don't really have... Have you ever seen Quintana, the road cyclist?
No.
He looks like a cartoon of someone with big lungs.
Right, okay.
Which is very important for road cycling.
Yeah.
Like he looks like a road cyclist that can go up a massive mountain at altitude.
Right.
I think it's Quintana.
Okay.
I'm thinking of. I don't feel like we have that for downhill. Like the person,
the shape, the thing.
Yeah, like all of them are amazing bike riders. Honestly, there's not many amazing athletes in terms of basketball that ride bikes. So you understand what I mean? Like if you've actually been around like a 6'9" basketball player and you realise that they're proportionate. So that means if you're strong and you're 6 foot, they've got 9 inches on you and their wrists are bigger.
Everything's
like a super athlete is like a avatar. It's like a different thing. I don't really feel like we've got that in downhill.
No.
I mean, I could be completely talking nonsense,
So.
And obviously you see certain downhillers and you think, God, that's a durable dude, or like, look at the shoulders or whatever, like that. But I sort of like, I guess in terms of like, let's say NFL Combine, we don't really have those kinds of athletes in.
No, we don't.
Like powerful or like
just a very stereotypical,
explosive.
That is what an athlete.
And maybe that's because that's the fastest. It could well be, but it's not like a super athlete. It's not LeBron James on a bike. What happens if you have LeBron James on a bike?
Don't know. The young kid, this small young kid.
Yeah,
I
honestly don't know.
Hops over everything and goes faster.
Interesting thought, isn't it?
Yeah.
But
okay.
Yeah, I don't know who works the hardest. That was a tangent, but I like thinking about those things.
Yeah. Really good. Okay, Can't Quit Cartel. is the 18 with the red background all we're going to see for the next 5 years? I mean, what if you're not a Supercross fan? He's obviously alluding to the fact that Jett Lawrence is very good. He's very, very good. And the thing, I mean, you can't say he's running away with the championship this year because he's not in the lead. I believe Chase Sexton is, as of recording this. So yeah, it's tough to bet against him, obviously, because he's the younger out of all that crew. Of your Barshes, your Andersons, your Cooper Webbs, blah blah blah. Your Tomac's probably not going to be around for much longer, but it's tough to bet against that guy, man. He's good.
You see so many Insta clips with his riding slowed down, and you see what he's getting up to. It's pretty cool, isn't it?
It's beautiful to watch, isn't it?
Yeah, and he can do that night after night.
What was cool the last round, which you won't have seen probably because you've been away, but Hunter Lawrence won Heat 1, and then Jett came out and won Heat 2. Pretty sick.
That is cool, isn't it?
Yeah, quite cool.
Well, are we?
Yeah, wow. Yeah,
I've fallen off moto a bit.
Have you?
Yeah, a little bit. Just accidentally stopped
It's hard to
following
keep up
it as hard. It is, yeah. I have some seasons I'm so engrossed.
Yeah.
And with sport, it's like the more you put in, the more you get out.
100%.
So.
Hard to watch too.
Yeah.
This is difficult to watch. Unless you've got the Supercross pass.
Yeah,
or you can watch the highlights, but
I'd love to watch it live. I'd love it if it was just live at the right time in the UK. It'd be sick, wouldn't it?
Should use a VPN.
There you go.
All right.
What would you do if you weren't riding bikes? Jetty Boy, MTB. CrossFit probably for you.
Fuck off. That's long gone, bro. What would I do if I weren't riding bikes? I mean, I don't ride bikes for a job.
No, but
what would I do?
If it wasn't like your thing that you do for fun.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'd be doing something outdoors, I think, for sure. I like running sometimes. Not so much at the moment, but I do like running a lot. Something outdoors. I'd probably get into metal detecting.
Metal detecting. Nice, man.
Yeah, that's calling me at the moment.
Nice.
I want to go find some scrap metal in fields in the rain.
Have you ever done metal detecting?
Nah, I just really want to.
What an interesting hobby, metal detecting.
Really interesting
People get
hobby.
really into it, don't they?
I could get really into that.
Could you? So for why?
Finding metal.
Okay, yeah.
Fair.
Maybe we can peel back that onion just one more layer.
Let's try. Okay. Being outdoors.
You can just walk.
It's quiet. Just walk on your own. Nobody wants to hang out with you when you're metal detected. It's not going to be like,
true.
oh yeah, can I come?
But does it not make that noise?
Yeah, I think you've got to listen to the
yeah.
And then when it gets them, the beep, 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 beep.
Maybe there's new ones
like,
now.
I don't like fishing, bro, but like quite cool when you get that noise. Beep, beep, beep. Oh, what could it be? Chris Packet. But ring pull. But what if?
What if it was? So you'd be looking for like artifacts,
Saxon coin,
and that's just for monetary reasons.
Just to have it.
Is it just have it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Then you're sort of like a core detector.
Yeah, I feel like
maybe gone are the days they make just beep noises. They're probably like Siri now, aren't they? They're like Saxon coin below.
It's just going nothing, 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 something.
You set the language. Nada, 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 nada.
You do it in Yorkshire, it's like nout, summer.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, man.
Metal detecting, I like it.
Yeah, that's what I'd be doing.
I like it a lot.
All right, you going to come with me?
Metal detecting I find tough.
You'd be surfing or something cool. I just have my woolly hat on and my anorak.
Surfing just seems so far off me being able to do it, and I don't know if my brain could actually absorb information. I don't know if I try, if I started now, if I'd ever be any good. Whereas metal detecting, you could be good at it.
If you've done the amount of hours surfing as you have.
Yeah, how annoying is that? And it would be cooler. I could like grow long hair and be mysterious by the sea.
Wear flip-flops.
Flip-flops, yeah.
Board shorts, man.
Have you ever seen the Florence brothers' feet where they've spent so much time barefoot?
Are they?
Yeah, they're like
nice.
They're like
they should be.
Yeah, it's so
How
interesting.
it should be.
They're proper like spread apart at their toes. Yeah.
Mine did that when I did the barefoot thing for a long time.
Oh really?
Yeah. Well, I'll do it again in summer. I'll always walk in the morning with bare feet, and over that period of, let's say, 4 or 5 months, your feet change. I'll show you. I'll take a photo. I'll sell it. Maybe Deeks might buy. I don't know. There's a Deeks joke in there somewhere. I don't know where to put it. And then
What do you walk on then? Just like pavement?
Just in the woods. Take the dog in the woods. I got some crops.
Never any trouble with police? Anything?
Police? What foot police?
Well, I don't know. Just
Not got my dick out.
if I saw if I saw you walking through the woods barefoot, I'd think something was up.
Why?
Well, I'd think that you'd been involved in some sort of altercation, lost your shoes, and then you were trying to find your way home.
No.
No,
I
okay.
think it's quite normal. I think it's weird that we probably wear shoes, really. No? Bit.
Society, I understand your point, but equally, I would find it more weird if I saw someone in the woods without shoes on than with.
Yeah, true.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Imagine a lady
problem
pushing a
is-
pram with no shoes on.
Yeah, that's scary. The problem is dog poo as
Shouldn't
well.
be. The problem is dog poo. And we invented glass,
We
which
did it.
which probably came just 1 week before we
I'd
invented
have to metal
shoes.
detect everywhere where I'm going to go first
Yeah.
and then make a loop.
Yeah, interesting. Can't remember what the question was. Yeah, I don't know what I'd do if I wasn't riding bikes. I would like to be able to surf, but I just don't see it being realistic. I do enjoy things outside of bikes, but just bikes are they consume quite a lot of my time. But I do also like drawing and I like following basketball. Mainly online, just highlights. Right, the CMA 75. Ollie, do you ever feel vulnerable? What, Ollie, do you ever feel vulnerable when riding without spares, tools, or snacks, etc.?
Yeah, you raw dog it like me, don't you? With nothing.
Yeah.
Sick in it. Adds an extra element sometimes, doesn't it? Until you get a flat, and then you just like.
Yeah, but I just think I'd never get flats either because
Yeah, goodies.
exactly. I don't actually feel vulnerable but then equally, if I was like riding in the Highlands, I would pack more stuff. So
You're never like that far away.
no, that's it.
It's always a walk.
It's always a walk.
I've not had it for a bit, man. Touch wood.
Do you feel vulnerable?
I
I just mean in life in general.
Yeah.
I imagine you do with your shoes off, walking around. Dog poo everywhere.
Dog poo everywhere.
Have you ever done this? It makes you look concerned, but it's like manual concern. If you can't do a concerned face, all you have to do is this. Look how concerned I look. Right? Do I not look concerned?
Do I look concerned?
Yeah. He looks concerned, right? Yeah. Worried. It's like you're manually doing an expression. No? Doug, you look concerned.
So stupid.
Chips or rice?
Chips.
Chips, okay. What is the best thing about modern mountain biking from Wham Selch?
Podcasts.
I would say drop a post is one of the biggest things.
Great
Drop a
one.
post is, I would say, is it even part of modern mountain biking or has that
Probably.
been around for long enough?
Batteries are up there.
Hey, I'll tell you what's one of the best things.
Oh,
The Focus VAM squared.
nice. That's got a battery, hasn't it? It doesn't
Yeah,
look
it's
like
got a battery. No, you actually can't tell.
it. No. It is literally, dude. That is one of those bikes where you're like, has it?
Yeah, I quite like having it in the background.
Yeah, I like it as well. I keep looking at it.
Yeah, same.
It's like a view, like a summer's day.
Here's one
on
for you,
the ocean.
Davey. From Wham Selch, the best places to ride up north.
North of what? Best place. Sheffield's really good. There's loads of riding in Sheffield. You've got various spots. You've got your Warncliffe Woods, your traditionals. You got your Lady Bower loops. You've got my side of the peaks, like the Blackamoor side. And then if you want to keep going, so much more stuff, you know.
Good. It's really good that you sound so hyped about it. Honestly, you should work for the tourist board. That level of enthusiasm is really worth solid money.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Yeah. I've got one for you.
What?
Fold or scrunch from
What does that
Is
mean?
Tim. You know what this means. I've had this conversation with a lot of people.
I don't know what fold or scrunch means.
Okay. So
I honestly don't know.
okay, well, if you're using toilet paper,
Oh,
what do you do?
fold.
I also fold, I'm glad. I find
Who's a
scrunching.
scruncher?
There's
No
people
scrunchers.
Any scrunchers in here? Doug, are you a scruncher?
He's not even listening. Not even listening.
He's not even.
He's just editing.
I do know someone, but that is a scruncher, and I'm not gonna say their name.
You
on
basically
here
make like a
because
snowball.
You know who they are. Yeah, they
I'm
just
gonna look
scrunch
and
it.
I know who it is already.
Do you actually?
Yeah, I'll know who that is.
Yeah, you
I'll
do.
tell you after.
Okay.
Who I think is the scruncher.
Yeah, he's a scruncher.
Does he like
and he
burritos?
sees no.
Oh, it's not
No,
that person. Interesting. Okay.
But, yeah, maybe.
Maybe he does.
But
okay.
yeah, I think it's there's just no order to scrunching. It would worry me. I think I would end up with.
A waste as well.
It's got to be a waste, and you end up using loads, wouldn't you?
Mm.
Can you imagine scrunching?
Dude.
I think it's such a good question though, because there are scrunches out there. Maybe you could
Fold or
message.
scrunch, comment below. Maybe you can message who you message. Do it.
As if a scrunch is going to write in after that, are they? No scrunches. After we've just slated scrunching.
Oh, I thought you were out in the scruncher.
No, I wouldn't want to scrunch. I wouldn't want to
It's a
write
great
that a scrunch.
butt patch. The scruncher.
Scruncher.
Yeah, it's just like some toilet roll.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, it's nice.
Okay.
Matty Baker, 1985. Who cleans up guide dog shit?
Great point.
Really good question.
Nappies, I think. Guide dogs in it.
Guide dogs have nappy.
No?
Next question.
Please. Okay, this is a good one. Great segue.
Okay.
Gus Ginger 03. Should more emphasis be on team... Oh, it's frigging gone. Don't say that word. Don't use that word. We'll beep that out. Frigging's horrible, isn't it? You're not listening.
Why? What's wrong with frigging?
Can you say frigging? I thought it was bad.
What do you think it means?
I don't know what it means. I ain't got a clue. It's just a word.
Dude, you can't say stuff you don't know what means on a podcast. You serious? It's recorded
mate,
forever into the internet.
We should really not do this then.
Yeah.
Gus Ginger 03. Should more emphasis be on teams winning the DH season F1 style or just the rider that wins? Okay, and the reason this is a great segue, Ollie, is because I had a chat with our web guy for the Fantasy League last night. We were trying to think of ways that we can really spice up the race companion.
Yeah.
Like how we can make it just a bit more engaging, that rather than like the traditional, budget mode, which is basically you having a lot of amount of money and you just pick a team. And we were talking about it, and KG came up with this idea. He was like, I'm going to do like a constructors championship.
Yeah.
So you also have to pick a bike.
There are team winners, aren't there? But
Yeah.
like you're right, they don't really get the emphasis, do they?
No. So we're going to add it.
It's a really cool idea.
Yeah.
Are we going to do it by team or are we going to do it by bicycle?
Ooh. Well, as in like a rider can be on the Trek factory team, or they can be on a Trek.
Exactly. Yeah.
Whatever / or whatever it's called.
Exactly.
Okay,
I mean, the biggest example is Commensal.
Yeah, exactly.
Because so many teams use them, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know.
Team's better. Team's better because the league is actually something that people do talk about, but just not as much. But I like it being constructors.
Yeah. Constructors Championship.
It's mad in F1 how grouped the constructors are, like each brand.
Yeah.
It's just pairs all the way through, isn't it? Very often.
Yeah.
They'll finish next to each other. And that's not because of teamwork. That's literally just because... Whereas you won't get that in biking because it's more skill-based rather than... the bike doesn't make as much difference as like...
Totally not. Although if you did enter an Apollo, we know where you'd be.
True that.
Bottom. Next. All right, we can do a few more.
Yeah, done.
At John_Scrafton, with the return of One Industries to the market, are you jumping back on the rep wagon? Absolutely not.
Did you enjoy the rep wagon?
At times, yeah.
Did you? Yeah. What was it about it?
Met so many people. Like, that are still friends to this day, and it was years ago that I was a rep. And yeah, at the time, it was cool. I was young, company car, credit card, cruising around, visiting bike shops, motocross shops at the time.
Yeah, that's
going to events at the weekend, and was involved in a really exciting time for a brand, which was One Industries. And when I was there, they launched Race Kit. Remember the Race Kit? So I was there when all that kicked off.
Yeah,
and
wicked.
it was cool to be part of launching it, and yeah, just being involved. It's really cool.
Oh, wicked.
But yeah, tough job. Shout out to all the reps out there, 'cause it's not easy driving around like that.
True that.
Yep.
What does Olly's hair care routine look like? I mean,
It's a good one.
you know,
What does it look like?
not much goes on there. I don't put anything in it. I don't. Yeah,
Just standard Tresemme, isn't it, in your house?
I think it is.
Yeah, no, yeah. Black bottle. White one's conditioner.
Yeah, but that's George's.
Yeah.
I use body wash on my hair,
Okay.
just like the one I get from
Like
my mum
mint
at
one.
Christmas, and it lasts me a really long time.
Lynx one.
No, it's original source.
There you go. Mint.
Mum gets me that for
Oh, no.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do a
Or
mint
mango
one.
one.
They do a mint one, mango one at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
It's cool.
If Harry Priest, 23, respect. If you could be any component on your bike, which one would you be?
3, 2, 1.
Well, I personally, I'll probably have to be the.
So you have to be a component.
Yeah.
Such a great question.
I'll probably be the Goodyear Newton MTR because it just has so much traction and drive. No. I'd be the MTF because it's got grip around. Actually, I might be the Focus Jam because with such supple travel and
Yeah, it's good.
strength, lateral strength, it's pretty. No. Actually, I might be the X Fusion H3A Airshock.
Nice.
I could be, but then
Why?
again, there's the X Fusion Manic Dropper. Am I getting a free ad in here or what?
Don't know.
No.
I think I am.
The DMR Stage 2 saddle is good.
Decent.
But then again, there are the Stans Flow Mark 4s with the Impulse hub and the magnets. They engage really nicely.
Yeah.
The DMR Axe cranks.
Oh, I agree.
So stiff. They got 30mm axle. Actually, no. I could be the
Deathgrip?
blade ring because, dude.
Imagine being a Deathgrip, get people gripping you all day.
Oh, it'd be the best. The Deathgrip. No. Actually, no. The Volt. The Volt.
What does it say? Retire.
I've thought what I'd be. I'll be the DMR ODOB bar. Let's go to an ad break. Oh, finally, we get to my favourite ad. I think it is probably my favourite because it's the easiest one.
Yeah, this one's easy, dude. If you've not got one of these and you're a mountain biker, then what are you?
What are you, dude? You're
Yeah.
probably not cleaning your bike.
No,
You're certainly not. I didn't clean my bike before I got one.
I'm also quite guilty of it.
I mean, I didn't even have an outside tap before I got
Did
a
you
WORX
not?
HYDROSHOT. That's right. We're talking about the WORX HYDROSHOT.
Yes.
I use it every single ride.
Yep. Same, mate. I'm with you almost every single ride. I'm going to say almost because that's the sort of guy I am. But I do try, and I still
Freestyle.
keep my bikes in the house. So I do have to make sure she's clean because she comes in the house, you know?
Yeah, there you go. But it is so easy because you've got
Yeah.
the power share system.
Yep.
Obviously, that's the battery that comes out of, personally, my leaf blower,
Yep.
my impact driver, my chainsaw.
Okay.
I can carry on. Should I,
I can
carry on?
carry on too.
Please,
We're
go
doing
on,
house
go on.
renovations at the moment,
Yep.
as you know, and I've got a few WORX tools in there. So I've been using a grinder, strimmer, done the garden recently.
Nice.
Impact driver.
Impact
got one of
driver's
those.
lovely, yeah.
The tyre inflator.
Oh, I need to get one of them,
That's
man.
really
yeah.
sick. Hoover.
The Hoover's brilliant. I
And
use
all
the
of
Hoover.
it
I use
works
the
off
Hoover a
one
lot.
battery.
It does.
It's a dream.
How good is that?
Yeah,
right.
really
So
clever.
there's the difference between when I first cleaned my bike with a HYDROSHOT.
Mm-hmm.
We're onto the 56 bar version, aren't we?
Yeah, we are, mate. They've added some extra power. But
I've
it's
got to
not
say,
too much power,
No,
which is nice.
it's absolutely perfect. This
perfect.
sounds like just something that you say in the adverts, and I bear in mind this is the adverts, but it is absolutely the perfect amount of pressure for a bike.
Totally.
Don't
yeah.
blow out your bearings.
Not going
you
to
don't.
bite your bearings, exactly.
Right, shall I read some information about it?
Yeah, please.
Okay, so unlike conventional pressure washers with bulky body unit, mains connection, and garden hose attached to the tap, the new WORX Nitro high flow HYDROSHOT. So that's the difference. It's the WORX Nitro high flow HYDROSHOT. Runs on batteries. It draws water from any source. So you can do it from a river in Wales when you're after the bike park. You can do it from wherever.
Yep.
You can do it. Bucket, pools,
bottle,
lakes, even seawater.
bath.
It's ideal for cleaning around the house and patio.
Yep.
We're talking about bikes. I did just auto cue that and just read what it said.
But it's, again, it doesn't have to be used for your bikes.
You're
That's
right.
the cool thing. We use it around the house and outside
absolutely.
the house, you know.
And I do regularly.
Yes.
Equipped with WORX built brushless motor 2.0, this high pressure washer delivers excellent performance on powerful cleaning with a 220 litres an hour flow rate. That's a lot.
She's flowing.
She's flowing. Designed compact and portable at only 1.5 kilograms. You can take anywhere you need. It's got a 5-in-1 nozzle, actually also very useful.
Yes. Sometimes you want it on the pinpoint.
Exactly.
Clean the patio or something like that. Sometimes you want it a little bit wider. Maybe you're watering the flower beds or something like that.
Absolutely. This goes through all the other applications.
But we know them, dude.
That.
We can move on. We know them. And if you don't know them, head to uk.works.com.
Yeah.
And if you enter the code The Ride Companion,
is that caps?
I have to ask. It is caps.
It's all caps, just the Ride Companion.
Yeah, just the Ride Companion. That's going to knock you 10% off.
Amazing. That's just on uk.works.com.
Let's do 15% off.
Are you that powerful?
Yeah, we'll speak to him.
You're a podcast master.
Yeah, well, let's just do it for 2 weeks. 15% off.
2 weeks, 15% off.
2 weeks, 15%
uk.works.com with the code The Ride Companion, all capitals.
And it's across the whole range, except the robot lawnmower. But everything else. So you could build out your garage a little
really
bit, man.
good,
Get yourself a HYDROSHOT, get yourself a drill, grinder, strimmer, all kinds of things.
Sometimes when I feel lost in life, I actually just go on the WORX website because I can't believe they've got that many products. And
so many.
If I'm struggling for jobs to do, I'll go on the WORX website and it will actually lead me to the light. I'll find a job to do. They've got so many tools. It's insane.
It's all for everything.
Get yourself to uk.works.com with the code The Ride Companion for 15% off for 2 weeks. I can't believe Davey's doing this, but he's doing it. He's pulling the trigger.
Yep.
Not literally, because we don't want to get the studio wet. Thanks, WORX.
Thanks, WORX.
And we're back.
And we are
Davey, have you got a question? This is a proper listener question episode.
Sponsor plugs yet, or do you want to carry on?
No, I could carry on.
Yeah.
Because some of them I didn't even mention because they're invisible. The Invisi-Frame kit.
That's got one on.
That's right. But then again, that has got one on. Then again, no. There is the... No, I'll stop now. Okay. Honestly, I'll stop. I'm sorry.
Okay. Sketch_sketchy. What is the most brilliant marketing you've seen? I reckon the UDH Trojan hanger. I don't know what that one is.
The UDH Trojan hanger?
No, I don't know. But yeah, what's some good marketing you've seen recently? I like marketing talk. Marketing's interesting.
It is. Do you know, I'm annoyed that I haven't seen that hanger one.
No,
I mean,
haven't.
they do that company does do great advertising.
They do.
Yeah.
I got a good one. Oh, you've not been watching the Supercross, but the Ghostbusters new movie have done loads of activations in Supercross.
Have they?
Yeah, so the Troy Lee team, Barsha, and the other quick guy, whose name I forgot. They've all been running like Ghostbusters stuff.
Oh, really?
They've had, like the teams had overalls in the pit.
That is
like the
cool.
Pit crew.
That is cool.
And
I
then
like
it was
that.
Anaheim 1 where Barsha came out in the Ghostbusters car.
Yeah.
It's cool, man. There's like a series of it on the last Supercross round, and they're talking about the activation and how they put it together. And Troy Lee was just like loving every element of it. The custom helmets they did, dude.
Oh,
like
Troy Lee are good.
You know, when it has an impact, because even I don't give a shit about Ghostbusters really, but I'm going to go watch Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
It's got a thing now to it. It's got like a thing. I don't know what that is, but
even
it really
being
worked.
In marketing, when it's really that good, you still want it, don't you?
Yeah.
It's so good.
Oh, it's been like the Ghostbusters whole shot.
Yeah.
Most rounds have had the Ghostbusters whole shot and stuff.
Yeah, that's very cool. I mean, I also absolutely something about lack of print or print ads I really liked because you had to be so concise with the marketing. So it was like every word had to count. It was like there couldn't be any fat or faff So like for good ones, they really had
Yeah.
to work. I just remember, I remember some. I remember more in basketball than I do in bikes.
Okay.
Which I don't know if is because there's more money in basketball or what, or they're bigger agencies maybe.
Maybe.
But there's been some really cool ones in bikes as well.
Yeah, there has.
I like
You've
working
been involved with a lot of them too, man, which is
DMR.
really cool.
I tried to do a lot of cool ones. Like I tried to take influence from ones that I like. There was Brendog
Cranks
versus Lacon. I don't know if you saw that.
Yes, I do.
That one was I just ripped off Rodney Mullen versus Day One song.
Amazing.
Which was something, yeah.
I remember a crank video. Axe's crank video was really good.
Yeah. I actually also remember GT did one. It was like fast, it's corporate policy, and they were all stuck to the roof of the lift.
Oh, that's cool.
And they're all in suits. I quite liked that.
That's
But
good.
it's mad how much advertising can stick with you if it's like good.
Mm.
I mean, Focus and Cut have done some wicked ones.
They've done some fantastic ones.
Yeah, and
The
and I've
Dave
been lucky
one
enough.
still
yeah,
stands
that
out.
was good.
Like,
Yeah,
that was such a long thing.
yeah.
You know, and then we had him on the podcast.
Yeah.
Like, we had a guy who was an actor
yeah, and it was all tied together. It was
pretending
good,
to
wasn't
be
it?
Dave.
That was ridiculous. That was.
That was.
I
deep.
liked Designed for Down, where it was the Focus Sam squared, and it was the trail. If you haven't seen it, if you're listening to this, it's like a trail that seemingly lasts forever. And so you go down the trail and you find yourself at the top of the exact same trail, and it repeats. And it was such a masterpiece, I think.
Yeah, it was really good.
You know, not because I
Beautifully
was in
shot.
it, but just the complexity of making that happen
Yeah.
on a video. Have you seen it? Yeah, I thought that was really clever.
That was good.
Yeah, just like simple ideas often are my favourite ones
Like putting
because
that there.
like putting that there, brilliant, absolute brilliance. Just stick that there. Oh, that's new. Put that there.
Worked.
Welcome to the Ride Companion, people. There we go. Really good question, though, isn't it? Really good
Yeah,
question.
really good.
What are your top three? This is from the real Stick Man. Big fan of your work, Stick Man. What is your top three? And I just clicked off it.
Okay.
How annoying is that?
I've got it if you want it. I'm
Please,
literally looking
please.
at it. At the real Stick Man, what's your top three podcasts you like, non-bike ones? And don't say Joe Rogan. So,
Okay.
we'll not say Joe Rogan.
Right.
Do you want to do one and I'll do one, and then we'll
Yeah,
you do
I'm
one and I'll
literally
do
going to
one?
do my top three. I've gone on my podcast app. I'm going to read off the top three.
Same.
Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast.
Fantastic one.
Rick Glassman, Take Your Shoes Off Podcast.
Really great one.
Ridiculous one. And The Wolf and Owl.
Oh,
They're my top three.
three goodies. Three really great ones, actually, Ollie.
Yeah, thank you, Davey. Let's hear yours.
All right, I've got a new one that I've been listening to, which isn't for everyone, but it's called the Heart Wisdom Podcast. And I'm smiling saying it because it sounds ridiculous, but it's Jack Cornfield, who is a Buddhist meditation teacher guy. And they're just nice. I just really like them. They put me in a nice space, and they didn't ask the reasons why, but I'm telling you why anyway.
Okay. So it's Buddhist wisdom.
Yeah, so I believe Jack Cornfield was the guy who actually brought like mindfulness to like a mainstream audience, I believe. And he's just really good at telling stories, and he tells these lovely, beautiful stories, and he does like guided meditations at the end of them and stuff.
Well, can you summarize mindfulness?
No. I like it. I like where you're going, but
no, I couldn't summarize it. I know.
Okay, so I was talking to the guys
but
here before. So I've been really trying to meditate again more because I feel like life's a bit hectic at the moment. Not as bad for me as it is for you. You're really hectic at the moment, really busy, which is fair, right? But
No.
I've been like,
I don't want
Do
to
you
be
ever have
involved in the
those-
hectic off.
I'm more hectic. Have you ever had do you ever have those times where it's Monday, then all of a sudden it's Friday, and you're just like, what the hell? Where did that time just go? I've been just in this thing, and I'm not present at all. Do you know what I mean? So the meditation stuff for me, and I'm not good at it. I don't do it very often, but when I do, like I have been doing now for a few days, everything slows down a little bit. Everything is a bit more considered. I'm a bit more present, and I'm just a bit more like, oh, it's okay.
Do you do om? Do you om?
No, don't want.
Would you om?
I'd do om.
Om.
There's a om thing is about frequency, isn't it? That's what it is. Yeah, you knew that.
Yeah.
Of course. But yeah, so that podcast basically someone mentioned it on another podcast, so I just went and checked it out. And I was like, actually, yeah, this is pretty good. Like, this has made me just take a breath. Anyway, that's one. That's number one. A second one, for me, which has changed up and down over the last few years, but is going to be The Fighter and the Kid. I've been listening to The Fighter and the Kid for that's one of our things that we bonded over, was our mutual love of The Fighter and the
absolutely,
Kid.
yeah.
Many, many years ago.
Yeah.
So I really like that. And then if we're going non-bikey, so I'm not going to say that one. So I'm going to say Joey Diaz, The Check-In, is still fantastic.
Is it not the Church of What's Happening?
No, that disappeared.
I love the way it's just him.
Yeah.
Check-In.
The Check-In. So it's basically, do you remember the Church of What's Happening with him and Lee Syatt?
Was it another dude? I only remembered him. Yeah. There you go.
Oh, you only remember Joey Diaz?
Yeah, but
Yeah, so it was Joey Diaz and his producer Lee Syatt, who used to get high all the time, right? Used to feed him drugs and stuff. But they do another podcast now called The Check-In, and it's just them two, but it's virtual. And I like Joey's outlook on life.
He's good, isn't he?
Yeah. There you go.
Nice.
Six bangers for people to listen to. James Reeves, what's your favourite car either of you has owned?
That's great.
That's a good question.
I'm quite car-y, but they're pretty weird. I think I don't necessarily have like cool car taste, but never fast ones.
Okay.
But I couldn't tell you what my favourite would be. I can just list all of them.
Really?
Easily.
Wow. Cool.
My first car was a Suzuki SJ410. Do you know what that is?
No.
Like an old Jimny. It's like the original Jimny.
Okay.
It's not the original. The original is the LJ.
Okay.
This is so boring. We shouldn't do it. People don't care about the crap cars I've had. Let's be honest.
What's your favourite? Come on, pick one.
I love the G. I do love the G. I also had... it's like each one represents a different part of life, though, doesn't it? I had a Mazda B2000. Do you ever remember my pickup?
No.
I had like a really low pickup with a side exit exhaust and stuff. That was quite cool.
Okay.
Quite a bogan pickup. I had one of them. I also had a VW Caddy. That was also a carefree period of life.
Chrysler for a bit?
Yeah, Chrysler. I've got the only rubbish
Chrysler
cars I have are ankle injury cars. So every time I break my ankle, I get an auto. So
Okay.
I've had an Audi A3 and a Chrysler.
Right.
The Chrysler was kind of a joke because it looked like a Bentley.
Yeah.
It was kind of like meant to be funny. But
Then you just look like you can't afford a Bentley.
yeah, yeah, basically, yeah. And the Suzuki's just fantastic as well.
Yeah.
Honestly, I really like cars though. I've had more, but I won't bore you. I've had a Citroen H van. Do you know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, the corrugated one.
Yeah.
I've had one of them.
You've had some good ones.
Yeah, a lot of old cars.
Always sold them and made or lost?
Mostly lost, I would say.
Yeah,
but
it's not
never
for
as
that, is
bad.
it?
No, and dude, you don't spend much if you have interest in crap cars. I'm very lucky. I don't have to spend much. So like I've never bought an expensive car ever. I don't know what my record is, which is pretty weird by the time you get to my age.
Yeah.
Normally people
Never done
start
that either.
feeling like they need to buy expensive cars, whereas
Yeah.
I've only ever...
Nah.
I think the most I've spent is $5,000 on the
G.
G. Yeah.
And that's a good price, isn't it? I think it came
Very
for a
fair
good
price.
price. That's a very fair
price. I should
Very
be
fair
making money
price.
on that when it goes on the market, which it won't. What about you? What's your favourite car?
Favourite's going to have to be the second car, which was a VW Transporter.
Nice.
The T4.
Nice.
But at the time, no one else my age drove vans. And it was just like independence, right? Dirt bike in the back, go tracks, Wednesdays, blah, blah, blah. So
nice.
but Transporter was cool, man. And I'm massive. Remember Skin Industries, Freestyle Moto brand? Massive Skin Industries sticking outside. Cool.
Moto inside, steal now. Didn't care when you were younger, did you?
Nah. What else we got?
What are your views on the riders not starting at Crankworx from Lewis Craig?
Okay, I skipped over that one.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
So you don't
but
want to talk about it, or should we talk about it?
I really want to talk about it.
I think we should talk about it.
I enjoy talking about this.
All right,
But
go.
mindful that when this comes out, we're going to be 3 weeks.
Oh, yeah, so there might be a
Post.
solution.
There might be a solution.
There might be a solution. That's true. So then it might, it's time sensitive.
But happy to talk about the current situation.
Okay, so how can you summarise what time it is, though, so that we don't get it wrong? So the information we have...
9:52, late, actually, to be doing this on a Wednesday, 4 days post Crankworx.
Okay, so it's new news.
New news, still just new news. We've had some I've had some conversations, certainly behind the scenes, with a couple of the athletes.
There's actually a few of these Crankworx questions, so it's good to cover it, isn't it?
It's a good one to talk about, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
We have spoke about it a little bit off air over our dinner before, but mate, what is the solution to this? It seems like there isn't a solution. I feel like, okay, there's a few different sides of this, and what is really difficult is, and I'm sure you'll join me on this, being friends with some of the riders, right, and really respecting them and what they do, and also being friends with the people who run and operate Crankworx. Like, one of the issues, I think, going back slightly, right, we're going to rant, going back slightly to one of those questions in there, which was like, how does the podcast affect your day-to-day life and stuff? As what we do with the podcast and having a media outlet, which is relatively sizable, still have to walk a bit of a line and not offend people, not say stuff that you're going to burn bridges down the line. So dare say we try and always be quite fair and balanced in everything, right? We don't want to do clickbait.
Much.
But no, it's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mate,
I don't think you have to worry. I don't mind. I don't feel really very tightrope walky.
That's
with
good.
This one.
That's good.
Yeah.
I think I do a little bit, because obviously we are working with Crankworx for the race companion.
Yeah, but I don't think anyone's at fault.
This is it. I don't think anyone's at fault, and I don't have this hot take of like,
no,
United with slopestyle. I don't have a hot take.
No,
I'm just like, they're both right. I think they're both right.
I don't even
Obviously,
know.
people should get paid more. Obviously, we all want to get paid more. Obviously, it would be better. But like, looking at it from like a business standpoint, if the money isn't there, and I don't know if it's there or not, to pay these athletes this thing,
I mean, this is it.
Where does it stop? Where does that stop? So they've asked for $2,000 per rider, 12 riders, 16 riders, 32 grand. That's right, isn't it? But that's every stop. It's fair to say. 4 stops. So what we're at, 32 times 4, 64.
Is it? Such
128.
good maths. So you got fined 128.
Grand,
yeah,
a lot of money.
Over.
And yeah, all right, Crankworx, big company, big sponsors, doing all this stuff, but like, it's
not factored in, is it?
It's difficult to find 130 best part of 130 grand.
Yeah.
And you made a really valid point too when we were having dinner. It's like, well, where does that stop? So now does every athlete want that?
Well, I think that's the biggest problem, isn't it? That's like, so even if you had that money, you'd just be like, no, we're going to have to do it with every single sport, and then it just becomes something different. I don't think anyone's at fault at all. No. I don't think, it's just, it's a shame for both.
As well. It's a bummer as well. Like,
it's a shame for both sides.
It's a shame for both sides. No one's won.
No, I wonder how they're going to resolve it, and I do hope they do resolve it, because we all enjoy watching Crankworx. We all enjoy watching a slopestyle.
We do.
There we go.
Yeah, I really hope they do resolve it.
Yeah.
And I hope everyone's happy.
Absolutely. By the time this comes out, let's hope they've resolved it.
Let's hope.
Yeah. We can't end on that one.
No, we can't. Can't end on that one. But yeah, if you've got any thoughts, please leave them in the comments. It's a great place to talk to like-minded people, have a good conversation, respect each other, and share positive vibes.
Hey, Rob Weaver, 14.
Great one.
Need to get him on the podcast as well.
We do.
You can pick anyone that has ever lived to ride a lap on a mountain with chairlift and all. Who is it?
I'd love to hear everyone else's as well. The comment section is very much open these days.
Yeah, let's get the comments bubbling, dude.
Yeah, bubbling. Who would you ride a lap with and a chairlift with? Anyone.
Chairlift's good, because then you can pick someone who doesn't ride, and then
have a good
if
chat.
They get annoying, you can ditch them at the top. See ya. God, who would it be?
I don't want to go stereotypical answer on this, because obviously there's instant ones.
Bruce Willis.
Great one. Bruce Jenner.
That was literally, I was just trying to think of a famous person. Just Bruce Willis. It like came out of my body. That did, without me, autopiloted. That did. Bruce Willis came out of my body.
Yeah. I'd like, my instant one there is like, I'm going Travis Pastrana. I'm not going to say that. I'm not sticking with that answer.
Okay.
The chairlift would be too weird. I'd be too like...
Would you fanboy him
I'd
too
fanboy
hard?
hard?
Yeah, see, that's it. You need someone who you can
But
actually
the lap
extract
would be
information
fun.
from.
A lap would be fun, I think, with Travis.
Yeah.
It'd be pretty white knuckle.
It's difficult. Tom Cruise, I'd be worried about.
Good one.
Yeah, but I'd be worried about him because like we're on a chairlift.
Scientology.
I'd be really heavy and it'd lift down and he'd come off. He'd fall off, wouldn't he? We'd have to get a counterweight on the other side of him, or he'd have to sit on my lap.
Why is he small?
Yeah.
Is it a small joke?
Yeah, he'd have to sit on my lap.
There you go, Tom. You'd pat him.
Yeah, and I'd just have him on my lap and I'd just rock him. Come on, Tom. Tell me. Oh man,
So Scientology, what is it?
Yeah. I don't know who it'd be. I'm actually not very fanboy, which is weird. I'm actually not. Even if I met like heroes, I wouldn't be that fanboy anymore.
LeBron?
Because I've just realised everyone's...
Just blokes. Everyone shits.
Everyone, yeah. In it, really. Like even MJ, it'd be like incredible to meet Michael Jordan, but then equally I'm not like... I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'd say. Or I find the thought of coming up with questions quite nerve-wracking. I do.
Yeah, I think you'd be good at it. I think you'd have a great chat with MJ if you went up there.
Do you reckon?
Yeah. I really
But like
do.
the things that you would want to know wouldn't be like stats. You know what I mean? You'd want to like just you'd almost want to have a normal chat with someone mega interesting.
Yeah, did he say alive
What
or
you been up
dead?
to today? We could go dead if you want. Go on.
Michael
You
Jackson.
Who?
Michael Jackson.
Would you? Just
ask.
yeah.
Did you? Or not? It's okay.
People
It's
always
not
tell
okay.
me be careful what you do. Don't go run around stealing young girls' hearts.
Yeah. He'd be
Go on.
fun.
Yeah, it would.
Good chat.
Who's bad? I'm trying to think of more. I can't do any more Michael Jackson lyrics. This is ridiculous. Dude, I think I'm delirious. I'm so tired.
Yeah, no doubt.
Honestly, if we keep on going, I think
It's
I'm
going to
gonna
get
start
weirder.
Yeah, hallucinate.
Okay. All right. Leave it with an answer, though. Who are we riding the chairlift with? Who's the man? Who's the person?
Tiny little Tom Cruise. Me and Tom Cruise.
Okay. Ollie's with Tom Cruise.
I'm with little Tom Cruise, and I'm just going to ask him, hey, little Tom, you all right? Shh, 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 shh. What's it like? You know, I'll ask him, like, what it's like to jump off a train, or like jump off.
Okay.
And we go full circle to the train, because in Mission Impossible, he jumps.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
I'm going Frank Sinatra.
Would you? What
Yeah.
would you ask him about? New York?
Yeah. It's too good.
Thanks for joining us on The Right Companion. We'll be back again next week.
So
Peace
good.
and love.
Maybe we won't. Don't know at this point. Like and subscribe.
Hey man, what an episode that was. You did amazing in it.
And so did you.
You shone like a star.
You shone like a moon.
I shone like a focused spring deal.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
beautiful
good.
transition.
Right, I've got a question for you, David, to kick this final advert off.
yeah.
What would you do with up to 400 euros
Yeah.
if you got it back when buying a bike?
Ooh, I could stay in the bike shop and spend my 400 euros on accessories.
Good point. Support your local bike shop. Great point.
I could take the 400 euros and go to another shop close by, maybe buy 400 euros of pasta, maybe go to the Euro
Fuels your
store,
ride.
get 400 euros and just, that's Christmas done for eternity. Just
True.
keep handing them out every
Lottery
year.
tickets,
Yeah, beans,
tyres,
a
chamois cream,
new pet.
a new pet, perhaps a water dragon or an iguana. Lovely idea. Well, Focus are actually making that question a reality.
Nice.
Because with the Focus Spring deals, you can grab up to 400 euros back when buying a new bike. If you want to find out more, check out the terms and conditions and all of the details in the link. We're going to put that below, and I'm also going to read it out.
Please.
Okay, you ready for me to read it out?
Yes, I'm
This is old school, innit? Reading out links.
Yeah, anticipation.
I'm going
is
to do
high.
it anyway.
Please do
I'm
it.
doing it.
I want the deal.
ride.focus.bikes/spring deals TRC.
Ooh, nice. So that is ride.focus.bikes/spring deals TRC. And let us know in the comments what you would do with 400 euros. Best answer wins a signed ODub hat.
Oh, I like it. Good.
All
I've
right.
got hats. Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah, I'm good
Okay,
for that.
okay.
Hey, can we also put something up here that you can click on for the next episode?
How about we put a subscribe up there in the middle?
Yeah, love
We're going to put a video we think that our lovely companionship will love on your face.
On my face?
Yeah.
So
And
they
on
can't see me now?
Gone. And on my face, another video that we think people will love. And thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Please hit like and subscribe. You guys are the best.
Peace and love.